Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL.
Okay! We're gonna be on.
That's Walsh.
A week and 14 matches since we last spotted. One still to go this game week. How you holding up?
Great. How are you?
There is one piece of news at least to announce, which is people have been asking when the FMLFPL Cup is going to get going. If we're doing the Cup, of course we're doing the Cup. Last year we started at Game Week 23, so we're thinking probably around then this year to Game Week 23. So be patient. We'll announce shit soon. Figure that out.
In like 2 weeks. And we'll do the same thing as we did last year.
Yeah.
We have final 8, Elite 8 prizes, and then the winner gets the jersey of your choosing. Whatever team or whatever you
stage,
want.
Knockout stage.
We had a big snafu with our big COVID related merch. Completely fucked us, and the final 8 didn't get the prizes that we sent them for forever. Our merch people just basically just took our shit and didn't send it to wherever.
It was a year.
Yeah, we had to send backup prizes, which were fine, I guess, for them. But we'll do better this year. It's honestly brain trust behind the FMLFPL LLC over here. You're looking at it. It's just me. It's a mess sometimes.
There's no management team here.
No interns. It's just us.
Nothing.
So bear with us, but we'll try and get it sorted better this year. I don't know.
Absolutely. So what are you up to this game week?
Well, triple cap didn't work out, but used to that. But I'm on 106. Good job by me.
That's a lot. That's a large number.
Yeah. I mean, Triple City D, obviously, coming in for me for a while now.
Has that been good for you?
It has been good for me. It's been very good for me. And that's about it. I mean, Popey got me some points here. 1B, Bruno assist, Son assist, then a bunch of blanks. But it was really just the City defense carried me through. Yeah, it's good. Good. You don't like to see 4 points on your triple cap. You don't plan. I didn't configure it to be that to happen, but no. Stoney got
74 points in your back 5, though.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's the story there. So
that's more than some teams right there.
Yeah, 106. Good point total for my team this week, and I mean I'll drop a little bit tomorrow on Saturday when the Villa players get a few points and auto subs come in. But I mean, I said I wanted a 500k rise, and that's going to be, I'm at 600k rise right now. I'll probably settle at about a 500k rise, which is kind of what I was hoping for. No hits. Timo, not great.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Timo. I don't think we can, we're talking around the Timo right now. And you went Timo and for Laka. Your vice
net
triple
zero,
cap.
Net 0, 2 and 2. I didn't lose points. I didn't lose points. Yeah, it wasn't good. Was not good. It was not a good decision by me. It was a bad pick. Did not work at all.
We knew there were risks, but neither of us thought the risks.
Huge sitter against Fulham. Huge sitter.
Divock Origi size sitter.
Oh, just as big. Not good. Yeah, no, not a good pick. I don't know if I'm going to bench him. I don't know what I'm going to do with him this week. We'll get there.
Going forward, it's a problem.
I have ideas of where I want to take my team, but I need to talk to you about that in the future. So that was a bad job by me.
We need Tuchel in.
Rashford not playing.
Feel good about Timo.
Rashford rested, not against Fulham, not good. Was not happy about that. There's going to be a mistake. When there's 50 games, there are going to be mistakes. Cancelo not playing the first game, not good.
Cancelo? You mean my captain?
Hey, he's still got fucking 8. He got double the points like my captain got.
It was so frustrating not starting.
No, of course it is.
Easy, clean. Attacking returns there for the taking. I mean, he's allergic. He's allergic to attacking returns, but they were still there for the taking. A 4-0.
I mean, this is the same thing every fucking year, dude. Every year we talk about double game weeks. Who gets the most points? Center backs, goalie.
I listened, though. I captained a defender.
I know, and I'm a dumbass. Go back to this year, it's going to be different. You finally listened, and you got more than my guy.
And I did, but oh my God, Diaz 18 and Stoner, what did he get, 27 or something? It's so frustrating. The thing that drove me off the wall was just my moves were just so catastrophic. And they
they were bad.
They went
Vardy,
against literally everything
and
I said, that's my whole problem is I don't know how to play the game anymore. Like I have no identity and I don't trust myself and I don't listen to myself. Like all I was talking about was holding the Spurs guys against Sheffield, like obviously. Starting Saka against Newcastle, like obviously. I should like do a flashback. Maybe I'll do a flashback in editing right now and go back to last week's pod when I answered Guest's question exactly that way. And then Guest with the final question. He said, which single game weekers are going to outscore the double game weekers? Which is just every season for 5 straight seasons. We've talked about this for every double game week. So I'm looking at who?
Redmond.
No, he's not doubling anymore. Oh God, because he's Leicester. You fucking twat. But dude, Spurs away Sheffield, Arsenal home Newcastle. Yeah, those are some serious fixtures to take advantage of. Honestly, Leeds too. Like Bamford home Brighton is still fucking amazing.
Yep.
I don't.
I think those
dodging those teams for the sake of having 15 doublers at your bench boosting is a mistake.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I get talked into it by you, by fucking LR, by fucking everyone.
I will not stand by this slander.
Oh, yeah.
I never told you to do that.
Spurs
I never told
out?
you to do those things.
Spurs out?
I never said that.
Oh my God, you said all of it.
I never said that. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
When did I say that? I have Son. I didn't get rid of my Spurs guys.
Well,
I never considered getting rid of him.
Urgent, but it was more just like, dude, Spurs, they can't score, like blah blah. They have Liverpool.
That was you.
No, dude, it went both ways. It was you, and it was everyone. It was everyone I talked to. It's not like it was just you.
So wait, hold on. You got Vardy, and when did I ever say, I get Vardy? That's great.
Never. I'm talking about
what are you talking
outgoings of Kane and Son. That was very much, that's good. That makes sense. This is good. Blah, blah, blah. It was bad.
I don't
overall,
recall that. We need
large
this
negative.
Is where we need an intern. We need someone to fact check our communication.
It's there in Discord, so we can fact check it after the fact.
Oh my God, okay.
Yeah, it was a big minus. So I did Kane, Son, Shrew out for Vardy, Pulisic, Captain Cancelo for a -8. I had 82 points, -8, 74. So those transfers alone were just a loss of 14 or 15 points
15
or something.
15 points or so, yeah.
Depending on who I would have capped, though, would maybe make that, if I had capped Mo, then I wouldn't have gotten Cancelo. So, it goes both ways. But either way, it was a big minus. Saka first on my bench with the 9-pointer. Pooley 5, Vardy 4, whereas Kane and Son both returned. We'll see. I still have Emmy and Jack to go. I'm on a tiny green, so it's not that much of a disaster, but it was a big, frustrating one for sure.
Yeah. Especially earlier in the week, it was a lot worse than as, you got the Cancelo points later and things starting to come a little bit up. But yeah, okay. Yeah,
for sure.
See, I don't know with the Spurs things because, I don't know. I need to go back and look at the conversation because I feel like it's a combination of towing the line of you obviously wanted to just get rid of them and talking about it where one-ish goal a game is what they're looking at, but then it's also how long are they going to continue to carry on in this way, and it's but I don't remember being definitely great moves to get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll check the tape.
I don't know. We'll check. We gotta look at the tape.
Can you pull the tape there? Anyway, whatever. It's fine. My team now, I'm just now when I look at my team, I'm just okay, how do I get Kane and Son back in? But that's another issue for later in the pod. So actually, no league updates again this pod. There's still the match on Saturday.
Well, we have to spend a little bit of time on that subject, don't we?
What, the league updates? Yeah, I mean, one of our leagues, there's the FMLFPL
name?
Prize / Mug League, and then our other league, Change Name.
Change name. Where are we going to go? We have so many different places we can go with this. But what are we going to do about this?
Our name was just so offensive. FMLFPL Public League.
It was very offensive to many people. What are we doing with this? What are we doing about this?
Friendly Mates Love FPL Public League. I don't know how that could ever offend anyone.
How many characters can you put in for these league names?
I don't know. We'll see. I emailed the Towers. Let's see what they think about our offensive name. Not yet. 30 characters.
30 characters. Should we just leave it as change name, though? Because that's...
I kind of want that. Name.
I like it, but it's not a good look for our brand.
Yeah, it's bad. Well, people were DMing us being like, I think this is your league. Like, I'm not even sure.
That's not good.
Like, that's not kind of stupid and bad. But
it's a little too inside jokey.
They didn't change FMLFPL Prize League Mug League. They didn't. That is not changed name.
People haven't.
That's not offensive.
No. Well, clearly we have enemies in our midst.
Obviously,
and, you have to be in.
You and I have had enemies since
first grade. Since we
first grade, powers combined, bullying. Yes.
But so, do you think someone did? Because I'm like,
yeah, I think someone reported it. I think someone reported it.
Anyone can report. Yeah, you don't have to be in the
report.
League to report it. You just click report. It's like yeah.
Yeah.
What's the reasons
behind culture out here?
The reasons behind the things will always mystify us. But so are we going to just make up a new acronym for FML and put the words? Like, is that what we're doing? Like Friendly Mates League or whatever? I mean, is that the thing that we do?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Because we can't put FML FPL, obviously. It's
too offensive.
It's too offensive. We'll get deleted.
Yeah,
Control-Alt-Deleted.
NSA is gonna come break down the doors in our.
But that's the name of our pod. So
that's what I tweeted at him and emailed to him. This is the name of our podcast for 6 years.
6 years or
Not
whatever.
Sure what you want us to do here. Please instruct me in what to do. That's basically what the email is. So we'll see what fucking whatever Tom Towers, FPL Towersman, has to say.
So
about
we're just sitting here as just a couple of change name guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're just going to keep it until we hear back.
I think so. I'm just happy that my team name, Alon, and your team name, Walsh.
I'm worried.
We're safe because our names used to be
shoulder.
Alon at FMLPL and yours used to be Walsh at FMLPL. We could be double change name right now.
We can't be. Listen, I never want to go on whatever show. I don't want to have any affiliate. I don't ever want to know anyone who works at this company. I am so happy to just be over here in America saying things to the airwaves.
Yes.
Can we just be called what we've been called, though? Is that too much to ask?
That's all we want. We just want our freedom back.
That's it. I don't give a shit about your shows, the things, and don't give a fuck. Never want to be on them. Happy to never be on them. Just let us live in our little lane.
Nothing offensive about our name.
We're good for you. We're good for your company because people who don't care about it want to hang out here, and then they join and they play the game, and they see Budweiser King of the Game, Coca-Cola, McDonald's French fries. They want to go buy Nike things, and we're all helping each other. Just leave us alone.
Yep. That's it.
Easy. That's it. Just leave us alone.
Yep.
Please.
Good job by you.
Good job by you.
All right, moving on.
Good job by us.
Oh, all right, bro. So where do you want to begin? There's too many matches. I don't know if you saw my messages with Nate in Discord right before we started potting.
I didn't see it.
I was like looking back through the beginning of the game week, and I genuinely wasn't sure which matches I watched and which matches were highlights. I was like, wow, that match was a really long time ago. Like, I don't even remember watching that. So where do we begin? Let's
begin with Liverpool 0, Burnley 1 today.
Great game. Yeah.
Let's just talk about your team.
Great team, great game.
We haven't talked, so this is also going to be a weird one because we haven't talked for like 5 days, which has never happened before. Never ever happened before.
Yeah.
What's going on with Liverpool?
I mean, I've been saying for a while that they're going to struggle. They're not that good. City are by far the best team, etc., not capping Mo. And they're just really fucked up in many ways. I think you're seeing the effect of building a system over 4 or 5 years, however long Klopp's been there, and then that system like undoing itself with injuries and people out of form and stuff like that. And that's really where they're at right now. It's not a specific players fucking up and Mo or whatever, Bob needs to score more goals, blah, blah. I think it's a systemic problem where they've lost a lot of guys who are specifically bought to play specific roles and do specific things, and then other guys having to play out of position because those guys are injured, and it's just a trickle effect of everything, and everything's just bad. I mean, I posted a Mo article in our Discord, and
hold on a minute.
It's very noticeable.
It's difficult.
He's playing a different position than every other season prior.
It's a little disingenuous where you're coming from here because you lost VVD.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Gomez.
Yeah.
Our best midfielder's now center back. Hendo
He's played
out.
2 games at center back. Hendo?
No, I'm talking about Fabinho. He's played
Fabinho.
Every game at center back. Who is our
Fabinho's gone
anchor
back.
midfielder for back.
Yeah, and so that's the VVD knockdown. And then
but
you
that's
lose
already
Gomez.
3 players. Like that, losing your best midfielder as an effect of losing your arguably best player, best center back. So that's already 2. Gomez also, 2,000 minutes, whatever. He starts every time he's fit. That's a big effect already.
Yeah. I mean, you've had the front 3, Gini, Hendo. I mean, the midfield has been, midfield's been sort of there. I mean, it's not like you lost half your team.
No. But we lost.
So, I mean, is it something to do with, because to me, I see it in a way of like, you have historically relied on the front 3 for the goals with the very odd chipping in here or there, on the set piece or whatever, right? And now you have the front 3 just completely not scoring goals, and there's no auxiliary goals any fucking place.
Yes. But what I'm saying is that the system that had been working, that's designed to get the ball to the forwards in the forward areas, is no longer working. And Trent isn't getting forward. And Hendo's not getting as far forward. And Mo is playing significantly deeper. And all of those things are leading to bad things.
Yeah.
And all of the numbers and heat maps and everything back that up completely.
Yeah, I mean, then you get Thiago coming in for the last 3 games. I mean, that's just going to be growing pains, I guess, for him to get...
I think he's been good, but we're not there yet,
I mean, you're still, because I still feel like, we look at these last few games and you've got fucking no goals, can't score for shit.
Yeah.
And, the pressure is still there. It's still like the game is being played in the opponent's final third or half the whole game. So, I mean, I don't really agree that the system is broken or has been fucked upside down because, Fabinho's playing center back with whoever the fuck, because I still see a midfield of, Gini, Thiago, Curtis dropped in for a little while, played well, but I still see a functional midfield 3 and Mo, Mane, Bob all year, that front 3 healthy all year.
Yep.
So, I mean, so to me, it is individual players failing more than the system.
I don't think so at all. If you just look at Mo's numbers, he's shooting outside the box up by 15%. All of his touches and dribbles and all that stuff is all up in the middle of the pitch in the final third, and he's not getting into the box, and he's not getting good shots. And there's no one to get him the ball there.
Wider.
Yeah, he's the entire right side, and Trent can't get far forward.
Yeah, Trent's not.
And again, Hendo can't get far forward, and it's just.
So, do you think he needs to take the shackles off and be a little bit more open, and to try and put a couple in?
When I first saw the United lineup, I was ecstatic because I was like, Mo up top, 4-2-3-1. I thought the system had changed. I thought Mo was going to come in striker, and it was going to be Mane from left to right, Mane, Bob, Shaq behind him, because we need Mo in the box and need him scoring goals. And as the system currently is, he's not getting in the box and he's not scoring goals. He's not getting good shots. He's not getting shots in the box. He's not getting touches in the box.
Yeah, I mean,
and so to me, that something with Mo needs to change, because we need him to be the leading goal scorer. I mean, he still is, but we need him to score more than that. And he has a lot of pens, which like blow some air into his goal scoring numbers. We need him to be the talisman and be the goal scorer, and he's just not given the opportunity right now.
Well, I thought like today was interesting when he subbed on. Is like, I think the first like 10 minutes that he subbed on, he was doing making the runs in behind like he used to be, to try and receive the ball and break the line in the box, like from edge of the box, edge of the final third, behind the defense. And then he went back to old shit that he's been doing all year, which is getting the ball in the elbow. He cannot dribble past anyone. I know I was talking with Nate and arguing with him a little bit about it today, but I've been saying this for like 2 months. Like similar to with KDB stuff of like he shoots every fucking shot. It's the guy in front of him. Mo cannot dribble anybody. He gets the ball out there and he cannot dribble past the first guy.
I haven't thought about that. It's interesting, but I was
he cannot do it anymore.
The thing is also is, I mean, I'd be curious to look at like how other players do in this regard, but you know, everyone always says he's this diver, like for pens, blah, blah, blah. Like close touches in the box, defenders are a lot more reluctant to like throw a foot in, throw a challenge in, you know, go after a guy aggressively and stuff like that. Touching the ball where he is now, maybe that's a factor too. I feel like he easily gets inside, and then when he gets inside, there's like two guys right in front of him. But I feel to your point, he had 2 shots. He subbed on in the 58th minute. He had 2 shots today. He had a shot in the 59th minute. 1 minute after coming on, and then he had a shot in the 86th minute.
Yeah, I mean, and that first shot was the really insane Pope saves that probably should have been a goal. I mean, those are the other things, like the ball's bouncing the wrong way. Like for a few games, like you're gonna have a bad run, like I get
just
that
happens.
Yeah. I mean, but the profligacy that we're seeing now is a little bit in a different level of that. But with Mo, I mean, I really genuinely think like there's something going on with the dribbling. Like he used to like half the time he would just fucking try and dribble someone and give the ball away, but half the time he would beat the guy and do some mad shit. And I feel like this year he's been really, I mean, obviously I didn't look up the numbers about his dribbling stats in the box or something. I don't even know if he could do that, but watching him,
shout out to FB Ref, by the way, because that's where I was looking up all of this kind of shit.
But like watching him play is like, when he gets that ball out on the wing and there's no overlap and it's just like him isolated with the defender, and granted there's 4 more guys behind him, but he's just not beating anyone.
So his dribble success rate this year is 52.7%. Last year is 66.7%.
That's a fucking big difference,
dude.
That's a huge difference.
I'm telling you, like the problem with there's many problems with stats, but one of them that I hear when I see people putting shit on Twitter or even like in stats links in our Discord or whatever is like, you can paint any picture you want with stats. I could talk anyone into any player and find 5 stats that back it up. 100%. I could do that.
Yep.
The thing is that stark with Mo is when you look with those comparison, and it's mostly like the positioning, I think. Well, he is getting older, but I think it's mostly positioning. It's every single number.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, so just the expected shit is just down. The shots are down, but all the other stuff is up, which is really weird. It's like he's playing midfield for some reason. Passes are up, progressive passes up, passes in the final third are up, pass completion up, which means like, again,
he's making side pass, low
safer, more possession-y passes, like a midfielder, not a forward. Like through balls are down, but touches are up. Touches in defensive areas are up. Touches in the middle is up. Touching in the attacking third's up. But touching in the box way down. Yeah. It's like all of those little things.
It's gotta be like, there's no coincidence that this is the first time too that Trent's like not playing the same way like that, having that overload, and they only overload the left with Robbo. Like, even though Trent never really like passed to Mo. I mean, he did a little bit, but just by him dragging the defense out like wider, when he makes that little pass to Mo, and he maybe has one less guy, or he's coming in from a deeper spot on the. I don't know. There's definitely a
Trent form thing. I think also. I mean, they let Trent cross all day today. Whereas in past seasons, if you let him just freely cross for
there's
20 plus
goals.
times, Liverpool are just going to decimate you.
Yeah, I mean, and that I did think Trent played better today than. I mean, I know he was given a lot of the space to cross, but he was like more active. I thought he looked a lot better than recently, even though he got fucking rinsed defensively like multiple times by McNeil. Holy shit. It's very bad. But that aside, I mean, we definitely, I definitely understand, right, with the VVD and then Gomez, like the knockdown effect. But the thing that I get tired about hearing that is like, you still have the front three healthy all year and you still have many, 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 many midfielders to choose from at that club. And, Minamino comes in against Palace, knocks our socks off. Great movement. Hasn't played a minute until today. I mean, I don't know if his fucking father, mother, grandparents all died in a car crash a month ago, because he hasn't played a minute for 2 months. No idea where he's been. But this is the thing, right? With Curse, like I see personnel there where 0 goals in 4 games, not acceptable. And I don't know.
Of course.
I mean,
I'm not trying to say that we should be scoring 0 goals. No, but I'm saying there's a reason why production in general is down. The scoring 0 goals part is just kind of a lot of that's just like football, but it just happened 5 games in a row for whatever reason, And there was the Cayley tweet following the game was like, last year everything went right and Liverpool got way more points than their XG suggested they should do in a historic season. This year everything's going wrong and they have way less points than their XG is supposed to, projects that they would have, so.
I mean, Mane has been playing bad. Bob's been playing bad, and Mo's been playing kind of bad. So that also contributes. Like each of those players is playing at a lower level than they did last year. And I guess you could talk about the pile up and the things like that, and maybe that's something that's happening league wide, and they're just hitting a really bad variance rough patch for a few games.
But it's been point season long is low.
But it's been season. But it's like when I'm looking at these individual players, right? I mean, I'm not like, oh yeah, Bruno's been worse this year. Like, oh yeah, Son's playing a lot worse, or like Kane's playing, right? It's like, but these three players. Well, whatever. Okay, but these looking at the 3 players, I don't know. It's just it's worrying. I mean, I still, for a fantasy standpoint, I still feel like clean sheets are so bankable here because they're still not really competitive games they're playing where the other teams are getting to play football. Yeah, it's mostly today. Yeah, there's there are half chances very infrequently in these games that they're playing recently, and and that's really what's been going on for a long time, right? I mean, they've been keeping a lot of clean sheets lately, and the games that they haven't have been literal 1 goal. So I still really think that that's a good place to put your money. But anything more than I see some teams with Mo and Mon, it's like, holy shit, no, that's absolutely not
rough. Yeah, I mean holding Mo,
I'm
it's
still
at the point now where
I'm
I want to see something before I'm captaining Mo again.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I need to see it work. Yeah. I need to see some goals go in, and not even the Palace game. And
we gave up.
We said it at the time. Yeah, after 3 or 4, Palace were done, and even the numbers. I think Liverpool actually was 2.5 or something.
Yeah, they were worldies, multiple worldies. Yeah,
it's a lot of subs.
No, there hasn't
curls
been
one
a
from
good
25 yards. It's what the fuck.
I mean, and ever since Jota went out, I mean, a couple of weeks, they haven't put in a good offensive performance since Jota went out.
Yeah.
So
probably,
maybe that'll be the
there.
difference. But so okay, that was a long Liverpool talk for us.
They needed it. Nick said, "How do you guys see the Liverpool assets? A lot of suggestions are out of form for various reasons. So are you just blindly holding Mo or what?"
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Really?
I mean, it's still. First of all, which, I mean, maybe we'll come on to this next, but there are not a lot of good assets in the game right now, period.
We should go there after that, because that's what I was going to follow up with.
Yeah, where the fuck you see great picks in and around, the 8 million plus bracket, other than, I mean, we got Son and there's a couple, but there isn't all of a sudden oh yeah, this is the obvious guy. I mean, Kevin just got hurt. Oh yeah, definitely buy this guy, player X in midfield who we don't already own. That doesn't exist. So I just don't get that. And I you still look at the player. He means Golden Boot is one of the best players in the world. And, I still, Liverpool is still second best team in the league to me. And, I just don't really see a way of getting points there. Even though he doesn't look good, still has the Pens thing, and I don't know. But I'm interested in the defense. I mean, I still don't have Robbo. You know, I've been talking about that for like 2 months, and that's very concerning to me.
Again, like we talked about, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, like Robbo over any of the City guys, not acceptable to me.
No, there's no shout for that, but I already have all 3 City guys, so I don't have to worry about that.
So you're looking at 5 at the back, potentially?
Yeah,
you have 3 City and Juan, I mean...
Yeah, and I hate him. I remember why I hate him after watching him.
Just hauling points, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how long that's going to happen, but, I mean, yeah, I still think Robbo and Trent are both good picks.
So let's talk about the big hitters. We got a couple of questions. Jenko said, with Kevin out for a few weeks, who are your ranked replacements? Do we trust Chelsea attack? LOL. Or sideways to Raz? LOL. Sam58, which premiums seem worth it at the moment? Mo and Poole out of form. Kevin not ticking. Don't know where to go. I mean, yeah, that's really the problem with getting rid of Mo. It's like, there's like not really any heavy hitters that I really trust aside from Kane and Son. And I mean,
who
Bruno's
also have
ticking.
problems.
Yeah, they're not perfect, but I blindly would trust them. Like if you asked, could you hold them for, the 20 more weeks or whatever? I'd say absolutely yes, totally fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And
well,
Bruno
why don't you
too.
talk about Leicester so that the listeners can hear about Leicester for a little bit?
Well, I mean, I went Vardy, and I got really unlucky. I mean, there's no other way to put it. He absolutely should have fucking hauled against Southampton. He had many big chances, and his stats were out of control. So I picked that game well, and then he kind of got hurt. Not many chances for Chelsea. Still could have had an assist, but that was that. They're looking better, and we've said for at least a year now that they don't. It's sort of similar to Everton. Like they just don't have that many great players. And when they're missing like 4 or 5 of them, which they have for a really long time, for about a year, they're a lot worse. But guess what? They're all coming back now. Mato's back, Pereira's coming back, Castanha's back, Ndini's back to looking like Ndidi, et cetera, et cetera. They're looking fucking good. And one of the reasons I went Vardy over Werner, which, whatever, was, I liked the double more and he's more nailed. And then they have Leeds coming up. Not this game week, but the week after, which is just captainable, best fixture imaginable. So, yeah, they're looking pretty good. I mean, there's some guys on Leicester.
So in midfield, Matto?
Yeah, I mean, Anik from YouTube, can I get a hell yeah? Asking about Matto versus Barnes. Pix is asking about Matto, Justin Vardy, Castagna. I mean, what do you think about Matto? I feel like
he does this shit every year. I don't know.
Exactly.
This is why I don't own any Leicester player. They do this fucking thing every year.
Yeah.
They do a few things that look nice, and then you buy the guy, and they suck
blank for 10 game weeks.
2 months. And you're sitting there like, holy shit, why did I buy this player?
I love Matto. Always have been a Matto fan, but I think
How many worldies does he have a year? I don't know. I mean, I think half his goals are worldies.
Oh, yeah. I think Barnes is a way better pick.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Way better pick.
He gets better chances. I agree with
he
that
gets
completely.
in the box. He gets real fucking forward chances.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I do think Vardy's an okay pick. I mean, I got really unlucky, but he's still Vardy. He's when the team is functioning, he's usually part of everything they do, and they're going to score goals. He
looks bad to me this year, generally.
Did you watch the Southampton game though?
Yeah,
I mean. He did everything right, I thought, that game.
Yeah, no, that's... Yeah.
Just a little bit of that. But, yeah, Leicester. But where... So, so where are we spending our money? That's...
Well, I think, Grealish can come back in, right? Mm-hmm. With Barkley back. I mean, he didn't... I don't think he had a shot attempt.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but he as every fucking game we could say, he should have had 1 or 2 assists in that game, but obviously didn't because the other players on his team are fucking dog shit. But with Barkley back, I mean, you think that there's going to be some points there for Grealish, so I like that option again. Now that we know that Angry Beaver, Matt Target, Ripperino with that injury, but other than that, they're pretty much escaping this COVID crisis with all their players there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. It's whatever. I don't even give a shit. So it's probably Keenan Davis, just the only one that had.
They also have 4 games in hand or something like that.
They have a lot of games.
They're gonna have a lot of doubles coming up.
So I mean, Grealish midfielder, yeah. This really there's just not a lot. I mean, we saw a lot of like more rogue guys like Pereira, gets a couple pens here, but they countered really nicely the last two games. This double game week, honestly, West Brom have done, and they have really good fixtures coming up. I mean, he's cheap.
But I think finally scored some goals.
Yeah, Obbs. But I mean, then Saka still looks really good there, and I think it's also not. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, I guess he just without the avenues with Paul, I'm like a little bit less interested. But I think that you can also, if you're capable of doing this, ignoring the price for a little bit. It's okay to have money in the bank. Like we play for points, not price. So just because the players,
the best team right now is
like 90 mil.
Yeah, less probably.
Like
because you're probably going 5 at the back.
Yeah. So you don't need to just like jam in the most expensive players that you can afford because they might, they're just, I don't know. Yeah. There's just not a lot. I don't know I don't know what to say about this.
Yeah.
I mean we're looking at like 8 midfielders in the game that are viable options or so, maybe 8, 10, if that.
I mean, you hear this ad nauseum, but it's a really fucked up season.
Yeah.
There's no other words for it. It's very, very fucked up, and a lot of weird shit is happening. So we shouldn't be that surprised that this is the one year where there's not that reliable, 1, 2, 3 teams who are consistent every week. And then the one team who is consistent, City, it's just all defenders.
Yeah,
I mean, people are getting gooned, though, and I just can't.
I hope everyone buys every attacker and not the defenders.
Yeah, the defenders are just so much better.
I have ranks. I still want to improve my rank. So please do that.
So let's go to United for a sec. We got questions. Jonah and Bear looking for a second asset worth holding from United's attack. Sam Sirius asking about Paul, and Beerley's son asking, is Paul plus Bruno the way to get the most juice out of United attack? Interesting, no one mentions Rashford. I mean, I guess just because he didn't start one game, but...
Well, he's also been awful for many games. So, I think it makes sense.
The blank
versus
Liverpool
awful against Liverpool. He was awful against Burnley.
Got a return against Burnley.
Yeah, but he was awful.
Yeah, but so was Bruno, and no one's questioning getting rid of him.
Because he's on all the pens and the things, and he actually has a billion points.
In the last 3.
I don't know. I mean, Bruno had,
2 blanks and an
denied.
assist.
Yeah, but you watch the Fulham game, he had a brace in the first half denied by the post and a worldie save. So, I mean, he's still at least doing shit. Rashford just fucking runs off sides. That's all he does. But
good for Paul
at 7-7 he's just... I just don't see a consistency there.
Yeah.
Where he still does things from far away. That's the problem. He's not like when Paul was really good, like a couple of years ago, was when he had free license to like get on the end of balls in the fucking
headers
area.
In the 6-yard box and shit.
And he was like, he could go in and do actual whatever he wanted, and he had pens sometimes, and he had free. Like, that's when Paul's good in this game. I just don't think he's a good pick in the game right now, based on what he's doing. He looks really good IRL. He always does, and he's contributing. I mean, he's one of the best players in the world, and he's got a few returns on the last 4, and he looks like he's playing very well. And he's been returning, trickling in points here and there. But I just don't like the option really right now. Even though he's always an option, I wouldn't recommend him. I get why you would buy him.
I still like Rash for fantasy.
Yeah, I don't know what's. I mean, you knew it wouldn't take long for me to want to kill him.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing you like more than getting players you hate. That's like,
I haven't seen
him
play
right
a good
underneath
game.
tripling up a defense is getting players you hate. You're just like
I haven't seen him play a good game since I bought him.
How soon until you go Rash to Jack?
It's probably not that long.
One player you hate to another player you hate, just insta. But I don't know. Rash, they have home Sheffield, away Arsenal stuff, home Southampton. Like, I think Rashford scores points in those games. I like those.
I haven't seen him play a good game since I got him.
Good game and good fantasy game are very different things.
Well, I mean,
that's why you hate him, is because
he's been returning worse than a fucking Man United defender the last handful of games.
Well,
so it's like,
Everyone is. That's the problem right now.
So then what the hell am I doing with Struijk? Like, why do I have any of these fucks? I need to get more defenders.
10 defenders and Pope. That's the dream, but like you can't have that. It's an illegal formation, so I don't know. Gylfi and D-back were asking about big at the back strategy, and it's just like emphatically yes. Like,
I like that, but I think Cavani also is worth
shit football.
Yeah, Cavani is also someone that is. I like him more than any of these fucking shitty midfield. I like him more than like Rashford or whatever. If you can get there and it fits your team, I think he has like goal. You know, he's good. He's goals. And I think Martial
by far their best number 9.
Martial looks. He needs to just go away. He needs to actually like leave for the rest of the season. He's been their problem. The reason why they look bad in any given game, you can usually this year just point to him.
Well, I think it's him / Greenwood. Because that was like the solution opposite Rash.
At least he hasn't been playing Greenwood that much.
Well, he hasn't played him because he's been fucking dog shit.
Yeah, they're
both just like a void of a position. They still need that right winger. If they had bought Sancho or Jack, which were like the 2 biggest rumors, they would be a legitimate winning the title probably.
Yeah, they would have a legitimate shot.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think Cavani is 7-8. Yeah, he's definitely a slow option, I think.
Yeah.
Martial has to get bombed out soon. He can't keep running him out. He can't.
Just let him be like an attacking sub or something.
Yeah. It's just it's not functioning.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about United that much though.
What other big at the back defenders do you like? D-Beck was asking. Aside from City, there's Castagna, Dean, Chilwell, Robbo, Tierney, Shaw.
Trent. I still like Trent.
Yeah, you mentioned Trent earlier. I mean, Dean is interesting. He has a lot of assists.
Yeah, that's the thing with him is that it's like 1 and 2.
Yeah, 9 starts, even 6 more. Assists.
Yeah,
that's fucked.
It's still tough.
But they need DCL, I guess.
Yeah, someone to assist too. Although he did get his assist at Wolves, he still didn't play. But it's still a surprise to me when they keep a clean sheet. And I don't love that feeling. Like, I don't love the feeling. They were tight, right? They were tight when they were missing all the guys.
Yeah,
and they were just kind of parking.
Yeah.
They were just parking to fuckland. But when everyone's playing, we saw what they were doing at the beginning of the season. They were wide open, absolutely spreading their cheeks wide open, so wide open. And I don't know what version of the team they're going to be, but if I'm spending $6 million on the defender, like I don't want to have to be chancing it that much. And when we have higher team values and no premium players are good, and I can get Trent or Robbo or both, I don't think that's too close to me. That's my big thing. Is that's the thing is when you have City and Trent Robbo, I don't see arguments for the other guys really. Because you don't need the money. I mean, where are you spending the money? I don't know.
You don't need the money, and you don't really need the slot for the team, which you normally do for City.
Yeah, right.
And you normally do for maybe double Liverpool or something like that, but it's just not the case.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
But I still think, Justin, okay, yeah, obviously, good pick. Good pick, Justin.
Honestly,
Shaw's looked really good. Good pick.
No one talks
they're still good picks.
No one talks about the Villa guys anymore. Just 'cause they've had so many cancellations and whatnot, but Konsa, Target, they got through the bad fixtures. The upcoming fixtures are really good. They have Newcastle, Burnley, West Ham, Brighton in their next 6.
Yeah, no, that's a good show.
And they have a lot of doubles to come. Someone like Konsa.
A good show. Yeah, Konsa's a good show.
He's going to play probably 10 matches in the next 6 game weeks or something.
Yeah.
Because they have to just jam them in somewhere. So
yeah,
it's good.
Oh, I think that Konsa shout's a good one. Definitely. Yeah. Target, though, might be hurt. I don't know how he's not flagged.
He might be. I forgot about that.
How is he not flagged?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He literally subbed off injured.
Yeah, weird.
Okay.
That he's not
I guess
flagged.
they're protecting his price or doing something shady. Someone owns him and doesn't want it to happen.
Don't talk bad about the Towers. I want to keep our
change
our
name.
league
We'll change
intact.
our name, bro. Love you, Towers.
We got a few questions on Discord. Ember said, plenty of enticing mid-range options appearing. Who's your pick from Barnes, Matto, Antonio, Grealish, Watkins? I mean...
Watkins?
Not Watkins. It's
what?
Not enticing.
Who asked this question?
Ember.
Jesus
Bear.
Christ.
Antonio, though, fuck. Again, we just don't have him on the double, and he's just Antonio's us. He's such a good player.
Yeah, good pick. Good player, good pick.
Yeah. He's just always
If
good.
you need a forward in that
he's
bracket
fit,
and it fits,
he's
yeah. And, Ings is coming back too. We haven't mentioned him, but
There's some transfer drama with him too, though, that you got to keep an eye on.
he's trying to get out of there?
Yeah, he's like, I want Champions League football.
No, he's getting a little too big for his breeches.
Yeah.
He might need to slow down a little bit,
I don't
Danny.
know. He wants
Be
to go back
happy.
yeah.
You got to be happy being the man at Southampton. That's about your level, buddy. But okay, that's a concern.
But if you Google Danny Ings' wife, where, he's sky high confidence. Like ridiculously high confidence.
So she's also his agent?
Yeah, I mean, she should be. She just walks in the room, everyone drops dead.
So we're coming up with some names.
Huh?
We're coming up with some options here.
Some forward mid-range options?
Just in the game.
Yeah, there are guys.
There are guys. There's some
But
guys.
again, like this, everyone we're mentioning does not add up to 100 million.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bamford, too, Leeds, concerning. They have not played well for a long time.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about
bad.
them.
They did not function in any way, shape, or form against Brighton when they were supposed to absolutely just disassemble them. They were fucking horrible.
Two matches ago, they beat West Brom 5-0, so it hasn't been that long. But yeah, they lost 3-0 to Spurs, and they just got like completely controlled and owned by Brighton.
Honestly, dude, when I saw the Brighton team, I was like, holy shit, hide your kids. This is going to be destruction. They were playing with one DM. They didn't even fucking play Bissouma.
The one thing
it was insane.
Thankful
they still destroyed them.
Of the canceled Leeds match is that I would have triple captain Bamford. And then I would have sat through that Brighton match. So that would have been
He might have gotten 4 points.
Like Mo. Double-digit haul for you.
Heyo.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not that worried. I mean,
Bamford's still cheap.
It's happened like a few times this season where a team has just like controlled them. And, and I don't know, or they just got like wrecked.
Yeah.
But for most of the season, they've been just unstoppable in terms of attack. So I'm really not worried.
He's still fine, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's still good.
It would be nice if he had like a good game.
Yeah, I mean, it was two games ago.
I know, but dude, West Brom, it's like, that doesn't like clock.
Is that, the game before that, he scored the one goal and a 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Bamford.
He has Newcastle, so should be a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Fat Gorilla he just wants Walsh Pod right now. He said, can we get some Palace insight? New striker, goal every 2 games, Bundesliga guy. Really exciting. They have a good fixture run, but are they able to turn things around? I don't watch them every week, but some of the results and recent performances make me think they're just marking time until Boy finishes up. What's going on in Palace? Fly Eagles fly.
What a question by Bri right there. Oh my God.
Just give us the spark notes of what's going on in Palace right now.
Well, we bought a guy. He's like a little French baby from Mainz. Great club from Germany, Bundesliga. My favorite club in there, Mainz. So
I
love to see
forgot
us.
That you love them.
Mainz, I love them. Fucking love them. Mueller, the goalie, my favorite man. The best Mueller.
Klopp's a Mainz legend. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, Mainz. Love Mainz. So fucking love them. Takuna Mateda. So he's like 20 or whatever. We got him 18-month loan for a few mil with an option to buy. Apparently he had like kind of moody, little moody stropes over there. So he got shipped out. Happens, it happens.
It happens.
But he has like good XG, like good blah, 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 good things. And he's young. It looks like our recruitment's finally like buying young players, which is great. It seems
really
like a great buy.
Yeah.
It seems like a great buy. The main concern still is that, when he plays these absolute fucking dinosaur piece of shit fucks in midfield who can't progress the ball, it doesn't really matter who's the striker. So he's not going to probably do anything the rest of the year for us. I imagine it'd be, hopefully the manager we get for next year is going to be able to do something there, but I think that's one for next year.
Okay.
No, we look bad. We haven't played well for a while. We're kind of reverting back to type. Getting PVA out, we're getting like a little more solid there. So, we've kept a couple cleans. Mitchell's still 3.9s. Definitely a good option.
Very good pick.
Yeah, good option if you need someone in that price bracket. But, we're still going to be shy for goals. Again, maybe this... We don't function when Benteke plays, so he doesn't not pick him. So, if the new guy plays over him, and there's something, maybe he's like, holy shit, this kid's great. I don't know.
Yeah.
But until you get Millie out of the team and you get Riedewald back in the team, it's just not really, it just doesn't really work. And the 4-4-2 doesn't work if we want to score goals. So there are a lot of issues, but we're still picking up points at a reasonable rate, and we're probably going to stay up. It doesn't look like we're going to get dragged into it, but I still don't really care about the fixtures. Like, it's the same thing as before. You don't know when we're going to score one or two, or when we're, it's, we play to our opposition usually, unless if we play City or Liverpool, I guess.
The only thing I'll say on that is just a reminder for Precog Pod is that
cleans. Yeah.
When Burnley and Palace were the two teams, an example, have cleanable fixtures, the good clean sheet fixtures, they've been reliable for years.
Yeah, and Tompkins back in is has to be mentioned. Like, we were rolling Dan for a while, who cannot play football anymore, and that immediate change is just everything. Getting Dan out of the team, yeah. So getting Tomo in. I mean, Kouyaté has been serviceable; he's been fine, but Tomo, we've got 2 cleans in 4 since he came back in, which is good, and he's been a big reason why. And he was a little ropey in that Leicester game, the game we drew on 1, but. Yeah, so you could definitely throw our defense into the mixer for the rotation. I mean, we've got West Ham, Wolves, Newcastle. We could clean all 3 of those.
Yeah. Yep.
But goals are still going to be tough. And I don't know what's going on with Wolves.
After that, Burnley, Brighton, Fulham.
Yeah, so we could snap a few off. The next 7,
there's really only one definitely bad clean sheet fixture, and that's at Leeds.
Yeah, it's just the same issue that I still have is we are bad. And the balance is really, really bad. So I'm still in the past, I'm oh yeah, we're controlling games and we're letting the opposition take shots in bad positions and shit. And we just don't look good. We haven't looked good for a while this year. So I would still be a little bit shy there. But, 3-9 is 3-9. Mitchell, great option.
State of the Palace.
Yeah.
And then Chester said, have we forgotten how it is nearly impossible to predict a player's point output for 3 to 4 games? Really feel like we should be holding us for 8 to 10 weeks to account for variance and unpredictability, not including injuries, blanks, etc.
Oh, no. I don't want to answer that. I don't want to talk about this.
Chester, just going back to the roots. Roots radical from Chester. Yeah, he's probably right. I mean,
this is just the manifest. This is the manifesto stuff.
It goes back to why do we even play FPL for me? Because do you play for fun?
I just play to feel.
Do you hurt yourself to see if you're still alive or whatever the line from that song is?
I play to feel, dude. That's it. That's the reason.
To play to compete with friends, coworkers. Do you play to try and win, get the highest OR? It's different for everyone. And so you have to cater yourself to that. I mean, if you want to do smart shit for the highest OR, you're going to miss out on something else. It's all a balancing act. I had to take a break. I took a break from watching for 4 or 5 days, break from Discord, break from Twitter. I feel refreshed. I feel great. I'm back.
I mean, if you want to win the game, you can't do safe 8 to 10 week shit. If you want to finish OR 10, you have to take big risks at calculated times. But yeah, if you're happy to just hold for 8 to 10, for a couple months, you get a guy like Rashford, for example, who eye test looks bad every game but gets points, and you're able to hold for 8 to 10, he'll probably get you points. But if you're me, I mean, I want to hit him out yesterday, and I've only had him for 4 games, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so, it's just trying to have fun out there. I don't know. Try and feel good.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing great,
Except if you're not doing great.
And that's not great for you. But whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. Let's go to our teams. The game week's not even over, but what moves are you looking at? What are you looking at team-wise?
Well, I really want to save because I want to pour money into defense, and I want to switch to 5 at the back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what to do with Werner.
I have no answers for you at this current stage. Hopefully, Tuchel's managing their next match, and then it's really easy. You just hold them because they're going to be way better. But he might not be managing them their next match, considering he hasn't been hired yet. So
assuming the next match is Franklin, do I bench him for Smith Rowe? Do I start him and hope he plays? Well, what's your shout there on this thing? Wolves are so bad.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Right, cool.
Right now, Thursday night, I have no idea.
Good.
We'll keep in touch.
All right. Well, we'll my life it up, and
Yeah,
and this is the thing is
Sunday my life is that what
Sunday my life. Yeah. He's 1,000,000% starting in the FA Cup, and he'll, so he's going to do that thing. So I'll pull whatever story I want out of that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so happy you worded it like that, because that's really what this game is. It's just telling ourselves little stories of what we want. Like I said with the stats, I can make up any argument. I would love someone to challenge me to make up an argument for someone that sucks, because I will pull up their numbers
like
and find
is
one.
Good. Easy to make.
I will find it so easily. I will defend that. Because it's stupid as fuck, and everyone talks in fucking like tweets and whatever. The way that people speak about sports now drives me up crazy. But you tell yourself the story you want to hear. That's what it is. So you'll tell yourself a little Timo story, filter it through me and maybe anyone else you trust. Like get some like Nate and Guess and Dare in there or something. And we'll tackle it together.
It's the thing. There's too many things. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want him. I want Robbo. I want Trent. If I can't do this, I don't want Rashford anymore. Hate him. Fucking hate him. I don't know what to do.
It's so good.
I don't know what to do.
A meme. It's amazing.
Wan-Bissaka, dude. Watching him play is so fucking hard. It's so hard to do. He does the literal exact same things in every area of the pitch, his own third, middle third, final third. He does the same fucking things over and over and over. And he's so predictable and so limited.
The best, very limited player I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Usually when players are so one-dimensional and all they can do is one thing, they're usually bad players. Those are bad players on bad teams. That's why they're on those bad teams, because they're bad. And he's so bad at everything except like tackling.
Dude, watching, it's like he purposely, it's so like almost weird. Like he intentionally runs out of position, because if he's in position, the easy thing to do is like head it clear or just like make one step forward to intercept the ball. So
no,
he doesn't do that. Instead, he's out of position so he can
slide tackle.
Loop around in a circle and do the slide. And then how many times does he fucking overlap, jog, like sauntering, like lazily jogging, does the overlap, looks, checks, runs back in position? Yes.
Oh, the funniest part of all of it is he was a winger in Palace's academy.
He must have been the actual worst winger we've ever had in our academy.
Crazy. It's like, and then someone like waterboyed him and was like, "Just go tackle the ball, tackle the ball. The ball is fucking like Gatorade, and you just go get the ball." And he just started his tackling machine. And from that moment on, he's the right back. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't like him. Don't like him at all.
But he's a fine pick. Like, you want to get rid of him.
Never stopped me before.
Here we are, folks. Fucking FML FPLing. Friendly mates, loving FPL. That's all we are. Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either. I want Stones. We've been talking about Triple City D since, like, what, game week
3 months
or something
ago.
Like that.
Yeah,
like actual 3 months ago, we've been talking about Triple City D. I still don't have it. I have 2 out of the 3 pieces. I haven't completed my puzzle yet, so my set. So I need to do that. Yeah. That's like the main thing I want, because they're the best 3 picks in the game.
You just do Kufal to him, and that's it.
I don't think I have money in the bank, do I? Oh, I do. Let me see.
How much is Stones?
Did he rise?
I don't know.
Probably
5-1.
I have exacties for that.
Just do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Think about it. Just do that.
That's all that matters. Really.
I don't give a fuck that they play Palace, West Ham. It doesn't matter. Just do that.
I don't care who they play.
Yeah.
If their schedule was just like
away
Bayern next 5 in a row, I would do it.
West Ham, I'm saying.
West Ham. Fucking, I'm gonna start the Vlad the Impaler. I don't care. He got me he did a good job for me.
The only thing is if you do that you're gonna be with the benching headache with like Saka.
Yeah,
you're gonna just bench Saka. Is he gonna be cover?
No, I'll bench Mo. Worst player in my 11. Easy game. What are you looking at for cap?
I'm gonna. You know where I'm going. No, I'm gonna go on Bruno.
Wenger was asking, is Rash a cap option over Bruno next week? Survey says
no. Hell no.
I think it is. I think it's fine. Totally fine.
I don't think. I think Bruno's honestly looks like he's gonna sacrifice virgins to score goals next week. He looked insane against Fulham to me. I think he's good. He's been. I don't know why you've been saying he looks bad. I think he looks exactly the same as he is last year. They just haven't gotten a pen for
he started really well against Fulham. I'll give you that. But the games before that, I thought he was pretty underwhelming for a bunch of them in a row.
They just haven't gotten a pen for a while, which we haven't said since he got there.
Yeah.
He's still taking half the corners. Oh, wait. Who was it taking those corners? Someone was taking corners. That must have had 70 corners. They were so bad. Then Foden. Fucking the hell is Foden taking? Do you remember Foden's corner delivery in that game? The second game? He took every fucking corner.
I don't know if I watched.
Literally every corner did not be the first man. He must have had
Why
9.
would he ever take a corner?
Someone in Discord was like, "This is the most corners they've ever had in a half," and it was like the 30th minute mark, and the whole game was Foden delivering to the first man, the first defender, every time. It was just insane. I don't know why I thought of that. I think because the other guy in United was bad. Was it Shaw? I think Shaw takes corners on the other side. He fucking puts in shitty ass corners or something.
He took some bad corners. Yeah.
Bruno's the avenues. Sheffield. I think the tools I think are down. I feel like I think it's a very exploitable to me. Sheffield right now
fucking bad.
Yeah, they're really bad because we see West Brom.
It's not just the tools down. It's rare that we've had a situation like Ramsdale. It doesn't come around every season that we have a Ramsdale. He literally adds XG to every shot. He literally adds like 0.2 XG to every single shot. He turns a half chance to a real chance. He turns a good chance into a fucking sitter, and he turns a sitter into like an own goal. Like he just puts it in himself. It's
20
fucking
million.
insane. He's
20 million well spent.
He's a legend of the game at this point.
Yeah, like Egan's band, they just look like they're ready. So ready. I'm going on Bruno this weekend. What about you? What are you looking at for cap?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go Bamford.
Newcastle. Yeah.
It's between like Bamford, Bruno, or a City defender. Dude, you could just leave it on fucking Cancelo all season and just fly.
Yeah.
Like at West Brom, they're gonna score 5. And they're going to keep it clean.
I don't think they're going to score 5, but they'll win the game.
West Brom have tended to bust any slump. You know, you need to figure yourself out. Go up against West Brom.
It's going to be their first game without Kev.
I forgot about that actually.
Yeah,
that's a big issue for their attack. Yep. Never mind. Yep.
They can't do. I mean, I think that could be like a 2-0 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a win to 0, regardless.
You'd think so. Bamford, yeah.
Newcastle,
I wouldn't go there.
bad.
I wouldn't go there. No, they're ridiculously bad. But
Arsenal absolutely slaughtered them.
Yeah, Leeds similar, like you were talking about with like Liverpool. Like I need to see something.
I'm not there yet with Leeds. I'm not there.
I am. To cap, I'm like I need some good vibes. Some good vibes here.
It was
I do.
5 weeks ago they beat Newcastle 5-2. Like that they've been really bad against top opposition all season. So like the Spurs match, don't care at all. That's like not even a data point to me.
The Brighton game really concerned me.
I was like
really
very,
very
question.
concerned.
That was
I was
really
just very concerned.
Fucking bad, no question. But that's just one. They just had like one off it. I don't know what the fuck is up with their pitch. That's luckily it's away Newcastle. It's actually better because they don't have to play in a fucking mudslide. But they'll sort that out.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see. Let me slap asses. We got 4 new signups, 4 new Patreon signups. Sebastian, David James, Hung Daddy, which I don't think is his real name, and Lachlan Smith. Good job by you. Slip that ass. Get in there. Any last words?
No, that's it. Good to be back. So we got a My Life in a Couple, and then we'll do what do we got next week? We're going to do...
it starts on Tuesday, right? So
Thursday, probably... Saturday. So we're going to have to do a Thursday pod, right?
Probably Thursday pod again. Here we go again.
Thursday pod again. Okay.
See you there. Check us out at fmlpl.com. Follow us on Twitter at fmlplsports, at patreon.com/fmlpl. Subscribe, rate, review, cheer!